Hey, I am Melissa and I create content on Instagram. So right now, like when I'm filming this video, today is the 11th of April. I have around 1,830 followers on Instagram, which means I belong to the category of nano influencer. Now, given that the number of followers I have is peanuts, the engagement rate is pretty great, and that is why more and more brands are approaching nano influencers like you and me. But the question is, how do you get brands to approach you? So if you are looking for answers to this very question, I have them. Is it new sales pitch kinda? Here are 3 ways you could start nano influencing your way through Instagram with free PR packages and brand collaborations. So if that is something you are interested in, then please sit back and watch this video till the very end. Now, there are a ton of influencer based apps and websites these days for nano influencers like you and me. All you have to do is fill in your personal details like your name, your age, your gender, your location, and fill in your bank details. Now, no personal information, of course, just that if you want to receive your payment through Paytm, add in your Paytm details. If you want a direct bank transfer, add in your account number, your IFSC code, and things like that. Now, coming to the main part, always mention how much you want to charge per piece of content that you make for a brand. So if you're making reels, just mention how much you're going to charge per reel. You do have to link in your Instagram and YouTube, so that's another pointer. Now, summarize your niche very well, like niche down to 1 or 2 niches only, not more than that. So maybe if you create content around beauty, stick to that. If you're a fashion influencer, stick to that. Lifestyle, travel, food, there are so many categories to choose from, so pick yours and stick to it. And finally, the content that you make, you have to describe the content that you make. So suppose if you're not comfortable with making videos right now, you gotta mention it there in the bio, in the description, wherever. So if you are comfortable making reels, you love making reels, mention that I like making reels on travel places, whatever works for you. So after this, you are done. Some of the apps that I use are definitely Opa Reviews, Winkle, Chatterbox, and Cofluence. Now, most of these apps pay really well if you are an influencer with 10k followers, but if you're not, it's okay. You still get a lot of brand deals, but you cannot expect to earn a lot of cash through these. So it's the best way of starting. You get a lot of products, you review them, you test them out, you make amazing content around them, you put in your time and energy, and once you're done with a particular product review or campaign, do not stop communicating with the brand. Maintain good relations with the brand. Why I'm telling you this is because in the future, when they have a better campaign, when they come up with something much more brilliant than what you initially did, they will look back at your profile and they will approach you this time with better deliverables. Of course, I am saying this from personal experience. Coming to my favorite, it definitely has to be Opa Reviews. The products I received from brands through Opa Reviews were amazing. I received a lot of lipsticks, body washes, lotions, and stuff like that. And I made it a point to stay in touch with the brands on email, on Instagram, and stuff like that. And yeah, they did, like 2 of these brands eventually did reach out to me again to collaborate, this time with better deliverables, and I did earn pretty decent cash. And yeah, I highly recommend this method. Do try it out and let me know in the comments if you find it helpful. Now, my next point is to start stalking small businesses with not more than 3k followers but are doing decently well and can afford to send you stuff. So you start by stalking them, their website, their Instagram page, and make a list of products that you would like to work on. So once you've done that, drop them an email with an interesting concept and realistic deliverables which you can actually offer. Just don't, start mentioning stuff that you won't be able to do. So after you've done that, keep in mind one thing: the goal here is to not ask for the moon, because as you are starting out as an influencer, they are also starting out as a business. So of course they cannot afford to pay you like really well, but do ask for basic remuneration if possible. So ask them to go through your profile and look at the content that you have made previously for brands. If you have a media kit, share it with them, and then tell them to get back to you with a reasonable offer. Now, one point to note here is you shouldn't have to pay anything to the brand, because eventually you are investing your time, your energy into making content for the brand, and of course you're going to make good content for them and they are going to benefit from this collaboration. So you shouldn't have to pay for anything. Sometimes what happens is these brands ask you to pay for shipping or pay a small fee so that you can make content for them for free, which is pretty unrealistic on their part and pretty unfair to you to not give in to these unrealistic demands and expectations, and I'm sure you'll do well. Now, to tell you a bit about my personal experience, a while ago a really popular cosmetics brand approached me to make an IGTV for them, and initially I said yes, but after a whole conversation that we had on email, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, they tell me to pay 250 rupees for shipping. Now I get it, you're a popular brand, and I was like okay with paying 250 bucks because I really like their products. But when I just asked them out of curiosity, like after everything, after the whole conversation, after the whole concept discussion, and just before I was about to give my address, why did they just casually slip it in then? Why didn't they like inform this to me from the beginning? I would have been okay to pay, right? So they said that they couldn't afford to pay 250 bucks for a struggling influencer like me. Now this brand usually pays hefty sums to popular influencers, and yeah, I mean, just saying that you cannot afford to pay 250 bucks is really dishonest. I mean, I don't mind paying, but you have to be honest when you are conducting business with someone. Now, I get that these popular influencers get you a lot of leads and customers, but speaking from a point of engagement, nano influencers have the highest rate of engagement out of all the three categories. So basically, to explain to you is every time you collaborate with a brand, you get a link and a coupon code. The link has to be put up in your bio or whatever, and the coupon code has to be shared in your stories and every post that you put up for the brand. Now, the moment I receive the link, I make sure I bit.ly it, and I do check the number of clicks the link gets so that I can share the screenshot with the brand later on, and it's usually between 80 to 100. Now what I don't get is the dishonesty. Lying to me on my face saying you cannot afford to pay 250 bucks instead of saying that you just don't want to pay, or I don't know, just रहने दो भाई, नहीं करना ये deal, तुम रखो अपना deal अपने पास. Another deal is usually those comments on your IG posts that say, DM us for a collaboration or DM to collaborate with us. We would love to have you on our page and stuff like that. Do not pay attention to them. They will tell you to DM them and they will ask you to buy their products from them for full price, or 20% का discount code चिपका देते हैं, and after you're done with that, you have to जबरदस्ती praise their products for free. So don't give in to such stupid demands. Honestly, not worth it. Don't cave in. Know your worth and charge accordingly. Now, my final tip for you is to start reviewing and talking about products that you already have at home, and create engaging and unique content around them. Now, if you didn't find any luck in trying out the other two options, then you can always start by doing this. Of course, making it as a blogger or influencer is a journey and it doesn't happen overnight. It can take you years and years to make a decent follower base and to earn a decent amount. I am not trying to discourage you here, but these are facts, and if you're starting out, you need to know these facts. So if you don't find success in approaching brands or brands approaching you and sending you stuff, you can always start with what you have. Everybody uses products on a daily basis, so start by dropping content on your everyday face wash or sunscreen or something like that. And the key here is to not post generic content, get creative, get unique. Do not upload like a static product picture on your feed and with a review in the caption. Reels are all the rage these days, so start creating some really fun reels with these products. Let your creativity flow, and this is what will attract the brand towards you and your content. Also, don't forget to tag them. Use all the relevant hashtags to get noticed. Basically, put in all the effort and energy, and I am sure you will get noticed. Maybe not now, maybe not immediately, but in the near future, you will get noticed. No consistent efforts ever go to waste. So trust yourself, trust the process, and just create. So those were my top 3 tips on how to land brand deals and collaborations. These are literally the tips I use all the time on my page, and they have been working really well for me. So we've come to the end of this video. If you liked it, found it useful in any way, or learned something new, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Most importantly, follow me on Instagram, as that is where all the brand deal magic happens. So drop in your Insta IDs in the comment section below, and I would love to follow you. So let's build a strong and supportive community together. Go follow, I will do the same, I promise. Bye.